Is power creep a bad thing for Diablo 2? Let's talk about it. What's going on, Diablo 2 fans? My name is Dobrunsky, and today I want to talk about power creep. Now, I know that's kind of a random topic, but I just recently jumped headfirst into the D2R Reimagined mod, and I've honestly been having a blast doing it. But this mod has, without a doubt, introduced some power creep. Is that a bad thing? I don't think so, and I'm going to explain why. Now, if you're not familiar with the D2R Reimagined mod, it's essentially a single-player mod that buffs underutilized skills and classes, leaves meta builds intact, adds desperately needed quality of life, and massively expands upon build customization by adding over 1,500 new uniques, rune words, and set items. I'll link an overview video below to get you caught up to speed if you want to know more. But back to my original point about power creep. I want to define what I think it is and lay out what I think are some of the common misconceptions about it in relation to D2. But I can't do that without pointing out what I think is one of the main fundamental problems with Diablo 2, and that is effective build diversity capable of farming gear efficiently in hell. You guys know what I'm talking about, starting your seasonal journey as a Blizzard Sorceress because Cold Mastery and Teleport is outrageously stronger than anything else early on, farming gear with a Blizzard Sorceress by abusing the Mephisto Moat trick, to then build a Smiter to farm torches, taking that currency you obtain from farming torches to roll meta rune words like Infinity or Enigma, and then finally transitioning to a popular meta build like the Jabzon, Hammerden, or the Lightning Sorceress. Once you've finally obtained the gear to make your meta build work, you've officially reached the classic Diablo 2 paradox. I've finally obtained the gear to make my build work. So what do I do now? Wouldn't it be cool to experience that leveling journey of progressively obtaining better gear on a variety of different builds outside of a Blizzard Sorceress? So in a roundabout way, I'm asking, is it a bad thing if power creep in the form of skill balancing and new items allows you to farm all of the gear you need to progress on a Fire Druid, for example, instead of farming all that gear on a Blizzard Sorceress and then making that Fire Druid after the fact? I don't think so. And that's what I've experienced for the first time with the Diablo 2 Reimagined mod. The buffs to underutilized skills and the introduction of over 1,000 new items has allowed me to experience Diablo 2 in a way I never have before. And I'm not talking about taking a fire character and farming an area like the Mausoleum for 10,000 runs in hell difficulty to make Infinity to progress. I've actually been able to farm a rotation of early act terror zones and bosses on something other than a Blizzard Sorceress, and it's been a ton of fun. Shock value is another important aspect of power creep that I want to discuss. More often than not, I think a lot of new players immediately view something new as being broken when in fact that item or rune word or whatever it is likely just provides players with an opportunity to try different gear loadouts. There's one item in particular that I like to use to illustrate my point. That weapon is the new Set Thresher Pride and Greed. The 5 Ohm runes in this weapon gives it almost 800% enhanced damage, and a lot of viewers in chat initially thought it was completely busted. In reality, if you take a deeper look at it, the weapon has less damage than an Ethereal Reaper's Toll because you're missing out on Decrep procs and Deadly Strike. What it does offer though is a unique form of crowd control with the chance to cast Dim Vision on striking. More item choices and gear diversity is something that Diablo 2, in my opinion, desperately needs, and those new choices often get slapped with the power creep tag because it's outside of the norm, whether it's justified or not. Now, of course, I can't wrap up a video about power creep without talking about the one true example of power creep going too far in Diablo 2, the Mosaic Assassin. Now, I'm really at odds with this build because I've always been the guy who's advocated for more build diversity, not less, and the Mosaic rumored is the only reason why a build like the Phoenix Strike Assassin is viable. And this I think speaks to a greater fundamental problem with the martial arts assassin skill tree in general, but what's the alternative? Completely new to the rune word and go back to another 20 years of nobody playing the build? That is an option, but I think a much simpler option would be to remove the execution of a finisher refreshes the expiration timer of the stack. This would effectively force players to pick one martial arts finisher and then execute for the duration of the charges instead of stacking an entire tree of every single finisher and then executing for as long as you can continue to find monsters to do so. It's not a perfect solution, but I do want to illustrate that I'm not a proponent of infinite power creep in Diablo 2. For the sake of simplicity, I'm not going to talk about power creep in relation to PvP balance, and I'm choosing to do that for 2 reasons. The first being, it's ridiculously challenging to please both the PvP and PvM crowds simultaneously. And the second being, there is less than a 0.1% chance that any of the new items from the Reimagined mod even make it into retail Diablo 2. But that pretty much wraps up everything that I wanted to discuss in today's video, guys. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys agree or disagree. I do plan on releasing more videos like this one in addition to drop highlights and build videos, so I do hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to also give me a follow on Twitch as well. Link is in the description. Other than that, guys, hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you on my next video or live stream. Peace out.